I'm Bina Omari, I'm the Chief Executive of Colindale Communities Trust, and we're a local charity that basically helps and supports the local community and organisations.
Okay, good morning. My name's Carol Johnson. I'm a resident of Grahame Park.
Hello, my name's Mary Pearce. I am the chairperson of Grahame Park Independent Living.
So my name's Harriet. I am founder and director of the Fuse Youth Project, which stands for Fun, Unique, Social Enterprise.
So my name is Andrea Neff. I work for a charity called Groundwork and I manage the project called Loop.
What does a community mean to you? The community means different faiths, cultures, people, organisations coming together.
To me personally is everything. We have friends, neighbours, if you live in the same area you should be part and parcel of each other's lives.
I think it's more about what community means to us as a group. I've done some research from the members and I've got some comments here. For me, the community means inclusive, everyone living and working on the estate, participating, informing, meeting and socialising. And it helps against isolation and depression, and it gives us an opportunity to give back to society.
And I think that a good community, as diverse as this one is everything.
So we are a community. We are a very diverse group. We encompass 23 different countries.
The benefits of a positive community are reduction in isolation, people feeling safer in the area that they live. So
knowing you've got somewhere to go, having people that you know will help you or organisations that will support you.
They don't feel alone. So if you have positive community around you, you don't feel alone. You have support.
Grahame Park has a really strong sense of community. It's been here for a long time and it's building strength. Along with Colindale Communities Trust, we have organisations such as the Loop.
I volunteer at the Loop. I'm part of a residents association. I'm on the partnership board for the regeneration. I've in the past been a volunteer for Notting Hill Genesis. I like to be out here and I like to know that people around me are okay.
So there's a lot of organisations here who are part and parcel of making this a community because they're local people who have a local commitment to supporting this community, which is really positive.
the youth club, of course, is a place where we see lots of different children from different cultures, different religious beliefs, coming together and playing together, eating together. I'd say the one-stop shop as well is a great place for different people to come and find out what's going on in the community and getting them signposts to different activities that they can join in with, regardless of where they come from or what their beliefs are. Yeah.
I think COVID has impacted a lot on my members and in Grahame Park, and not all my members live in Grahame Park. Some of them are very elderly. We have two ladies in their 90s who have literally been locked down and thoroughly fed up, especially our older members who haven't been able to get out.
The effect of COVID-19 on this community was quite severe in the sense that there's a high level of poverty and deprivation. However, organisations such as the Colindale Food Bank, the Loop, Living Way Ministries, everyone got together and just started supporting the community so that people knew they had food. People knew they had people who could help them with their medicine and collecting things for them. And I think that really pulled everyone together because we were all supporting each other.
But overall, what I noticed is that it wasn't as easy to feel a community spirit than it was before, just because the spaces weren't accessible.
That's a difficult one for me. I was shielding. I have MS and I was asked to shield. It was also a difficult time in my life. I had 3 deaths in 3 months, including my mum and my dog. It was. I found that difficult. I wasn't able to do the things I would normally do, which normally would help me. But I was very aware of the people that I associate with in my daily life. They were out there and they were very positive. They were a positive influence for me, even though I couldn't be out there doing what I would normally do.
Essential now going forward that each individual organisation has some sort of crisis team that is able to meet together quickly to decide how are we going to adapt, because there needs to be consistency, especially in services that support people. Unless people stop existing, there's no need for our services to stop existing. So we need to be able to adapt very quickly and make sure that our services are continually running no matter what happens.
But things have gone on the estate during lockdown. A man came out and sang on his balcony every night, which was very, very popular. I think he still does it once a week. And that was very much appreciated. People have had food given to them. There's been a food bank and people have felt part of a community. They felt cared for and looked after.
I think the most important thing that I've learned is that to have easily accessible spaces where people can experience the feeling of community, and that can, like, both physical spaces, so whether that's indoor or outdoors, but also online. So to have space available where people feel safe, where it's not difficult to access, or not somewhere where you need to book, somewhere where you can just drop in, and also online, maybe something like free internet access for all, because there are people on Grahame Park who are part of the community under normal circumstances, but because they don't have the money to have internet access themselves, during lockdown basically they were cut off from online spaces where this community was shifted to.
Certainly keep going the projects that are up and running already and help support them through times when we're not 100% sure if they're going to be able to keep going, because all of the projects around here rely on funding, and it would be good to know that can carry on, and obviously to support new people with new projects, and just as I say, be more aware of our surroundings and the people around us, and their issues or what they're fighting for.
What we've learned, and we will continue learning through this process around COVID-19, is that there's some members of the community that haven't been reached or couldn't be reached, and it's about going out to them and finding their neighbours, finding local people to support them. What we've also found is that digital inclusion is a real need here, because people don't have that. And whilst a lot of services were offered online, the community here don't have access to that service. So it's helped our learning in what we need to look ahead at. The changes we'd like to see going forward in Grahame Park, in terms of what we've learned out of this process, is seeing more shops open, making sure this place looks like a place that's open to people, so there's activity on the concourse. And also with part of the regeneration, but the long period ahead, looking at what the opportunities for free Wi-Fi, because that will have a significant impact, especially on the young people and the older people here.
I think I would like to see more integrated services, more integrated community events, more integrated activities I think a lot of the activities right now are like this for this particular group, for that particular group, but I think there should be a bit more of crossover. I think we see it a lot with our children, because they're kids, they come from all walks of life and they meet in this one place, but I think in terms of adults there could be a little bit more of that integration of different religious beliefs, cultures, backgrounds, just mixing together and coming together.
I just think that we need to be kinder to everybody. We need to look out for people more, and just hope hope and pray that the projects that are already running will carry on.
Big, stay, so